Hello, New Lenox. I'm Nancy Hoehn, Economic Development Director for the Village of New Lenox. And today, our Notice New Lenox program brings us to Moody Blues Jeans Boutique. We're actually located here on Alana Drive, which is across from the Ace Hardware back in this office park. To get here, all you'd need to do is to turn down at Vine Street and come back around through the back. Let's go in and see what Kathy Will, the owner, has to share with us about what they can do for you. So hello, we're now inside Moody Blues with owner Kathy Wilda. And Kathy, thank you so much for inviting us in so that the public can get a much better idea of what you have to offer here.
Thanks for coming, Nancy.
Yeah, well, I said that when we got here this morning, this is a really fun one to do because there's so much to actually show the viewers here in the shop. And I want to make sure that everybody has a really good idea of where you are and what you have to offer. And you're a relatively new business here in town, so this spring you opened, right?
We opened March 1st. Yes.
And things are off to a good start.
It's been very wonderful, yeah. The community has been very excited about having something so close instead of having to travel all the way to Orland or Joliet.
Right,
so.
Well, and it's interesting because I gave you credit early on that you really used the social media within the community via Facebook to get the word out that you guys were here, and I think people have responded very well to that.
Yes, we do most of our advertising on Facebook. Facebook has grown, helped us grow so much. So we're always putting specials and our new items that we get in, we always post them on Facebook.
Right.
So.
Well, let's start kind of at the beginning. How and why did you decide to do this? It's something, I think you had told me you started really out of your home, right? And it kind of outgrew that?
I did. It was about, well, almost 2 years ago now. I started out of my home just making jewelry and selling jewelry, doing home parties, and then it grew into doing denim. So I started going and setting up, you know, taking 200 pair of denim jeans with me, setting up. It was kind of hard and heavy to lug, but I would do it, and the response was so good. So since I had the inventory at my home, I started to allow people to come into my home to shop. And I was getting phone calls at 8 o'clock on Sunday night, can I come pick up a pair of jeans? So we decided to go ahead and branch out and bring a store into New Lenox.
Well, and you know, your point earlier, there's really nothing like that around here. You know, people have to go, and I do think that one of the things that really impressed me when I first came into the store and was looking for something for Mom's weekend down at college, which I'm wearing today, so I had to do that. Well, I mean, I think the good point is it's not for teenagers only. I mean, I think you serve a really wide range, but what impressed me, Kathy, was that you know your inventory. You know, and when I walked in and said, I'd like to get something that makes me at least look like I'm up to date, but I don't want to look like I'm 20, you knew exactly which way to direct me, and that meant a lot to me. So I think that's, you know, when people look at, oh, well, I could go to the mall or I could go order things online, the advantage of being able to come into the store, meet you, see what you have is that you can provide that level of service to them.
Yes, we pretty much have our inventory ranges from high school all the way up to, you know, us women who are in our close to being 50s, 40s, and 50s, and they come in and they say, you know, I don't really know what I want or how they fit, and so we bring them a different selection of all our different brands and find out what they like, what their comfort is. We have different ranges in the height of the rise. So then once we find that out, then we just have to pick a pocket style that they like.
Well, and then people kind of have an idea too, you know, not only the jeans, but the capris and some, you know, a whole range of product that you have here in the store. So
we've moved from just our jeans and doing the cute tops that go with it.
Right.
We now have dresses, which I'm wearing one of them.
Right, yeah.
But we have dresses, bathing suit cover-ups, our capris, our shorts have been great for the summer. So we're kind of broadening out a little bit.
Well, and then you have the whole accessory side of the business as well, which is a lot of fun.
Since we've opened, we've also added a larger area for purses, and now we're doing shoes.
And jewelry.
Yeah, lots of jewelry. Lots of jewelry.
Yeah, so I mean, that's kind of nice. You can come and do the complete outfit.
Yes, yeah, we pretty much can serve from head to toe. We also have a men's section, which we've expanded. We've had a good response with that, too. So we have a men's line. We do silver, rock revival, and how and affliction. Affliction has really grown for the men.
On the men's side
On the
of
men's
it.
end of
Right.
it, yeah.
Well, let's talk some of the brands on the women's side.
On the women's side, we're standing in front of our Miss Me, which is just the biggest draw. We also carry silver, rock revival, and then we carry what we call our boutique styles. So our prices can range from our denim anywhere from $40 all the way on up to our higher end. Designers, $150 for a pair of jeans.
Right. And then you have a wide range price-wise on the tops.
On the tops, yeah. We start about $22 to $24, and then we'll go up from there. So it depends on what brand you like, what style you like. If you're looking for a special brand, you can either ask us to. We might be able to get that for you. If there's something you'd like to have in the store, we always ask people if there's something special they're looking for too. And then we'll look into it and maybe get that for them too.
Well, and I think it's important for people to understand that just because you're a boutique doesn't mean that everything is very expensive. And that's one of the things I've tried, as I've talked to people about, you know, the store and asking them if they've stopped in, they're like, well, how expensive is it? Well, you know, you can spend a lot, but that you have a very wide range and you can do some things that are affordable.
That's one of the biggest things a lot of people come in and say. We were afraid to come in because it's a boutique. We were afraid of the prices, but they're so glad we did. They did, and we have earrings that start at $5.
Right.
You know, so our range is, it's what you want and what you want to spend. So we pretty much feel that we can serve just about everybody and have competitive pricing.
You also have a small section of children's Miss Me as well, right?
We do little girls Miss Me's, yeah. Some denim, we had some capris for summer, and just little cute Miss Me tops for the little girls.
Yeah, which that's an investment.
Yes.
But I also, I know, because I have someone in my family who is a big Miss Me fan, who is in that age group, they can wear them for an extended period of time. Everything comes long, right? So
yeah, everything is very long, yes. Which, speaking of long, we do all of our own alterations here.
Right.
So a lot of our denim does come longer because that way, you know, we can't add length to them, but we will do all of our alterations here in the store.
So people can come in with the height of shoe they expect to want to wear with the jeans, and then you can help them figure out where they should, how long the actual jeans should be, and take care of that for them.
Yes, we do.
Good. So they don't have to go hauling them somewhere else or trying to do that on their own. So I don't know, I think that level, it gets back to the level of service that you guys are providing.
Yeah, we try to keep everything in the store that, you know, that you would need for your whole outfit.
Right.
Like I said, and then just be able to service them that way.
Right. Well, I think the other thing that's been nice is that you're open some evening hours as well. So people can get here after their day at school or at work. So I think that, you know, and we don't necessarily need to talk specific hours because they may change from time to time, but I do think it's important that, you know, it's not like you're closing up shop at 5 o'clock every day. So people can check on your website or on the Facebook page and see exactly what your current hours are.
Yeah, and if we do, like I said, we do a lot of our things on Facebook. It's just Moody Blues Jeans Boutique. On Facebook, you type that in, we'll come up. And so if something happens and we had to close early from an unexpected, we're always posting our hours on there if anything changes. Or we also offer special shopping days on Sundays. So if anyone contacts us and can't get in on our regular hours, we will open for them on Sundays. And if we're open for that one customer, we'll go ahead and post, and then other people can come shop too. So.
Well, and you also, correct me if I'm wrong, but you do a special where if people post a picture wearing your clothes.
One of our running specials that we have is if you share a photo when you come into our store, if you share a photo that is on our Facebook page, you just share it onto yours. You don't have to tag a friend or anything. You just click share. Then you'll get 15% off of your highest priced item. So we pretty much run that all the time.
And that's a great way for things to start spreading through people's friend networks and get the word out that way. And they have an incentive to do that.
Yes, if you can
they have an incentive to check back and see what the next, because your inventory changes a lot.
We're getting shipments in almost every other day. You know, this week alone, we're getting at least 80 of our new tops in today. You know, this week. So it's always changing.
Right,
We're
and it's a great reason to not procrastinate when you see something that you like.
That brings up a good point, because one of the unique things about us, we only will purchase up to 12 tops of the same style. So that it's a smaller community. We don't want you to be standing in line at Jewel and see the person behind you in the same outfit you have on. So being that we only have 12, if you see something, it's really important to kind of
grab it while
you can. And we also do calls, you know, because we do a lot of promoting on Facebook. If you see an item, you can phone us, you can purchase, we'll hold it. Or we do hold for 24 hours too, so you can come in and try it and then see, and then we can put it back out. But
because you have 12, but only so many of certain sizes too.
So they usually come pre-packed, so that would mean 4 smalls, 4 mediums, 4 larges. So
so you got to get in here. Well, and every time I walk in, as we said, there's something new, and I have a hard time making a decision. And then my problem is with 2 daughters that are in their early 20s. Not only am I looking for me, but I'm looking at things that they would really like. And believe me, they have so enjoyed the things that I have picked up and brought home for them. So,
well, thank you.
So, and they like the fact that I actually am not dressing like an old lady all the time anymore either. So they appreciate your help on that one too, Kathy. So. One thing that I wanted to make a point of that I think is really unique about what you have is you have a line of cowboy hats.
Oh, we do.
Is that the right term for them? I mean, because they're not really traditional cowboy hats, but
they have bling on them. We have a lot of bling in our store. Our baseball cap styles sell very well. The cowboy hats, of course, always look cute with
you have a lot of people that buy them to go to concerts, right?
Yes, we do. Yes. Yeah. Or we really we sell a lot of hats, and that's because they're unique. They have the bling on them. A lot of people say they've seen them at the malls, and our prices are so much better. So that's always a good
and unique thing. I mean, that's the thing that I think, and you've done such a wonderful job with the decor in here. It's just a lot of fun to come in, and I think, you know, one of the real reasons that I wanted to come in and make sure that we did the interview with you, is that I think you're obviously not in a traditional retail strip center, you know, so if people aren't aware that you're here, they may not realize that you're here. I mean, you're really in what looks more like an office building from the outside, but you do front on Route 30, you know, across the railroad track, so you're very easy to get to, you know, and right off the interstate. So if people are local, that's great, but if people have friends that are coming in from another community, it's very easy to get here.
Yeah, it's just you kind of have to go off the beaten path off of main Route 30, but you can just take Vine Street and take your first right on Alana Drive, and then we're tucked into the office buildings over here.
And it gave you, I think, a little more flexibility with, you know, kind of what you were able to do inside the space too.
When I came in, I just knew that this was the space. I was looking at other ones, but I just knew that this was nice. A lot of people say too, because we're not right on 30, you don't have to fight the traffic in and out.
Right.
You know, it's nice to get to. You've got a light right at the corner, so it's easier to get in and out of than just a business right off of 30.
That makes a really good point too. So
we also, another thing I wanted to mention, we also do gift cards now. So we have our gift cards, and through the holidays, well, starting probably September, we're going to start doing gift wrapping also.
Good.
So.
You also have a program that I'm assuming that you're still doing it, where people can accumulate points, kind of a customer loyalty program?
Yes,
okay.
We have a reward system. When you come in, if you're not in our customer base, we just take down your information, email your address also. And when you reach a certain dollar amount, then you get a 20% off coupon. So, and that's good for the whole day, for your whole purchase, not one item, just for everything for that, for the day you choose that.
I think you put a lot of thought into, you know, the marketing side of things and building that loyal clientele and rewarding the people that are coming in. So I think that, you know, I think that speaks volumes for just kind of your approach to what you guys are doing here. So, I mean, and I think, you know, I hope you start a trend of, you know, people really deciding that they can jump into this whole entrepreneur role and start, you know, cute little creative businesses. And, you know, we're certainly so glad that you're here. And is there anything else you want to leave us with before we wrap up today?
It's been a lot of fun. You know, we've got to meet so many awesome people. You know, and they're kind of like family. They're regular customers coming in. They look for us. You know, there's 4 or 5 of us now that work here, and we've just established great rapport with all of our clients. It's kind of like they're our little family.
Right,
so.
And it can be a multi-generational shopping experience, right?
Yeah.
So, well, that's great.
So.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing as you keep expanding into different things here, and wish you all the luck, and thank you again so much for inviting us to come into the store this morning.
Thank you for coming, Nancy.
No problem.